So what does the Pacific Fishery Management Council do, anyway?
We are one of 8 fishery management councils in the country. We manage recreational and commercial fisheries off the west coast.
So, you're like NIMFS?
No, NIMFS is different. NIMFS is the National Marine Fisheries Service. They do research that supports our decisions, and they also work with us on a lot of issues. But we are not the same.
So, you're like Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife?
No, they manage fisheries in state waters, just like California and Washington do. Oregon also manages the pink shrimp and crab fishery.
So who are you then?
The council is made up of 15 people from Oregon, Washington, California, and Idaho. Some represent state or tribal agencies, and some are just private citizens who are familiar with fishery issues. All except the tribal representatives are chosen by state governors.
So all these people make decisions about our fishery resources?
They recommend fishery management measures to NIMFS. The Secretary of Commerce decides whether to put the decisions into effect or not.
Like what kind of decisions do they make?
They say how many fish recreational and commercial fishermen can catch, and what kind of gear they can use. They also say where people can fish.
I've heard that the ocean is running out fish. Is that true?
Well, the ocean is facing a lot of challenges these days, what with climate change, habitat loss, pollution, and overfishing on a global scale. On the West Coast, some stocks were declared overfished, but we have put rebuilding plans in place to restore those stocks.
What's a rebuilding plan do?
Well, for example, a rebuilding plan for rockfish would set a certain percentage of rockfish aside to protect the stock. If people caught too many of those rockfish, the fishery could close. We also might close off areas where those fish reproduce, and tell fishermen that they can't use certain gear that harms the habitat for those stocks.
Cool.